Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. I got just a little small announcement to make, and I want to make it to you. So just come on in, everybody. I'm just looking for let's see if it took hold. I'm just looking to find us. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Because I have a huge. I just have an announce. I just want to say something. So come on in. No, you cannot see us tonight. But we are here live. And if you don't believe me, I see you, April, Beverly, Eric, Erica, Christine, Happy. Oh, somebody's first name is, well, maybe that's their like nickname, Happy.
First name is
Michelle,
Happy.
Tammy and Sue and Lacey. Hey, darlings, come on in, you all, because I just need to talk to you all just a few minutes. You know, I know a lot of things is going on in the country, and I just want to make you all aware of some things because tomorrow is Monday, and I want to make you aware of some things. And Silk is here on the line too. Say something, Silk.
Hi, I am here on the line. I'm just getting everything set up.
Okay.
So just continue to talk, but
Okay. So you all, I felt compelled to come and talk to you all because I just got through watching Mark Levine. Now, I want you to understand that I have not turned on Fox since election night, since what they did election night.
Right.
And I haven't looked at any of that, right? So I turned on just a few minutes early before Mark Levine is about to come on. And I'm looking at the narrative that's being spent right in front of the American people eyes. They're making it look like President Trump is no longer the president and really Joe Biden is the president. And that is a damn lie. And please
Yes, it
excuse me,
is.
you all, for cussing, but I got to just get this off my chest. That's a lie. I want you all to understand that President Trump is still the president of these United States.
That's right.
Okay, let me tell you something. Just because Fox and the rest of the left wing media, and Fox is going left too, just because they projected does not mean elected.
That's right.
Understand that.
Yes.
Joe
And he
Biden
got
is
to,
not, go ahead, Sil.
and he got to be elected, but as of now, he is selected by the left.
Right.
There's a
He
difference.
That's right. He is not elected. So you're going to see in the mainstream media the biggest disinformation campaign being pushed on the American people is disinformation, is misinformation. And I'm telling you, what they're trying to do is weigh you down,
Yep.
make you think that we have no other recourse, especially when all of this fraud is out here rampant. And even a blind man can see that this election was stolen from the president of the United States. And I
That's
think
right.
what gets me is people arrogance. They are so arrogant that they think that they can do this
They can
and
do it.
nobody is going to notice it.
And one thing about the left, I found out is they live in a land of illusions. Not
That's right.
not reality, but the land of illusions. And they want us all to just go around here in a freaking fog. Now, for years, they have hoodwinked the Black community and
Right.
told us all of these lies that this is going to happen and that's going to happen. And now they're looking at everybody getting reparations, like the reparation fairy is going to come down and help and save.
Right.
But now they want us to live in this world of an illusion. Like,
Right.
okay, Joe Biden is this, and now we have that, and there's nothing that Trump can do. That's a damn lie. That's
Right.
a damn lie. And they're gonna continue to spin it to try to keep you in this fog and to make you and try to make you believe that this is what's happening right now, and you just have to suck it up, buttercup, and go along with it. But
Right.
it's a brand new day, y'all.
It is a brand new day.
We don't have to go along
Well,
with the lie.
let me just say this here. Raheem Kassam, Kassam, tweeted
Okay.
out.
Okay.
James Murdoch wife tweets, "We did it," and shares anti-Trump post. Okay, so let me tell you all something. There is something so bigger on a bigger level and a
Whew.
bigger scale going on. I don't want you to get caught up in the misinformation campaign. Here is what I suggest. Turn it off. Another thing, somebody said they DVR Mark Levin. I'm so sorry. I didn't think the DVR, so I wouldn't see any of that. But maybe I need to see that so that I can come to you all tonight to let you all know. Tomorrow is Monday. They are about to push the biggest disinformation campaign.
Lie.
Don't be surprised, right? Don't be surprised if the stock market isn't up. And the reason why it's going to probably be up is because you're going to have these Democrat operatives that's millionaires
Yep.
pumping money into the system because they want to make it appear like everybody is for this Joe Biden so-called illusion presidency. Like really, it's just this is the biggest hoax that's being bestowed upon our country, you all.
Yeah.
This man did not get the more votes than any
Nope.
president in history.
Mm-mm.
Black people did not get out and vote for him like they're saying.
No, they did.
These people are lying to the American people. And Diamond I wouldn't be coming here, but I'm coming here to warn you all what's going to be happening. So the best thing for you all to do, DVR everybody that you like, because I know it's personalities over there that we do still love. But as far as keeping it on where you hearing this here over and over, they're trying to push a narrative and they want you to believe it.
Repetition is the mother of all skills. And if they continue to say it over and over and over, it'll become into your psyche and you begin to believe it. But let me tell you something. While they continue to celebrate their lie, we're going to continue to reveal the naked, nasty, low down, gut and rid of truth. It's a lot of devious, underhanded corruption that's been going on within our whole entire system.
Right.
And it's time for it to be revealed.
Absolutely.
And if this is the way that it have to be revealed, then so be it. Because President Trump is the man for this time, for the job to get it done. It is time out for there be a percentage of rich people and then everybody else poor and broke and barely making it.
You got to understand that 98% of our media has been weaponized against this president and the American people. So they all in cahoots. Now, Angela said, I don't understand why Fox News called as I thought they liked our President Trump. But darling, no, listen to me. It's a whole new ball game now because the Murdoch sons, which are straight liberals, took over Fox News. Okay, let's just call it like we see it. So listen, you all, these people are not on our side. They're not on the president side, because if you was on our side, we're in a contested election. President Trump do not have to concede and should not concede if we see all of this fraud. It does not take a rocket science to understand that there was more people there was more people that voted than registered voters. There was more people that voted than registered voters. I wanted to make sure.
They're showing, their records are showing that more people voted in the election than was registered to vote. And then they're also showing that a high percentage of people voted in the election, where it's usually around 60 or 70% of the registered voters that vote. Now they're showing that 100 to 105% of people that's registered to vote voted, and it don't work like that.
That's not how it works. Listen, you all, you can go back and look at Diamond and Silk tweets. It was Fox News. It was after the debate, days before the debates, a couple of days before the debates, they claimed that between 28 to 38 million had voted, or it was 28 million people had voted already.
Right.
Okay, I could agree with that. But then when 2 days later, we come down to the debate, the next day they're going to say 50 million people has already voted. And I said, that's a lie. That's too much of a jump, not within a 2-day time period. Let me tell you all something. Here in North Carolina, the first day of early voting lines was out the door, the yang. But when Diamond and Silk went a week later, there was no long lines. There was no long lines. So that lets me know that they lied, you all. And what they did, remember when I talk about subliminal messaging?
Yes.
Remember, what they do is they put these subliminal messages. All of these people voted. All of these people are voting, making you think that you keep hearing that, you will start believing that. So then when all of these mass influx of ballots come out, for Biden, some people will start to believe it when we know this is a damn lie.
Let me tell you something. If Biden was that far up when it comes down to the numbers, he
Mhm.
would have won on election night. The
Right.
numbers would have reflected it on election night that came from the machines. We wouldn't have had to wait 2 or 3 days later for them to gather up some mail-in ballots and put through the turbulator to say that Biden have 2-3 million people all of a sudden within a matter of 3 or 4 hours to beat our president. It don't work like that, you all.
Right.
This is clearly fraud. We see it at its best, and it's time for this to be exposed.
Right. Right, you all. And so I wanted to come to you all after I watched Mark Levine. He was very good tonight, breaking some stuff down. A lot of times, I don't think the left realized that we have laws, we have rules, we have
Yeah.
constitutional laws in this country, and they must be followed. And if we allow them to just candidly just, take this as if they've
Mm-mm.
done nothing, we will never have another free, fair election in this country. It is going to be dictatorship. It is going to be tyranny in this country. And who's going to do it? The media and social media.
And
And
another thing
go ahead.
too, you got to remember that if we sit back and allow them to take this, we are allowing them to take our freedom, to
Right.
take our Constitution, to
Mhm.
take our First Amendments, our Second Amendment, to take away our prosperity, and to use us basically as darn near slaves.
Right. Okay. Susan said we are supposed to be checking to see if any of our deceased relatives are registered to vote. No. Okay, that's right. I think I tweeted out something early this morning. Go to the Secretary of State's website. If you can't find your voting history on the Secretary of State's website, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to call the election place to see how do you see your voting history. And
Right.
everything now should be, because of technology, should be digital, where you should be able to look it up online. You need to check out your voting history to make sure you voted, your voted count, and also check on your dead relatives, because we are hearing dead people voted in this election, seeing eye dogs. Not to see, the special dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They voted. The dogs that
This
help
for
people.
this is for disability.
Right. They voted
Dogs.
in this
Okay.
election.
Are you serious?
This is what we're hearing. This is the stuff that's been coming in through our email. So I want you all to check that, because let me tell you something. Do you think if Joe Biden won fair and square, I'd be the first one to congratulate. But I know
Right.
you all cheated. You all hawked the election almost to during the night.
Yeah.
And then when we wake up, all of a sudden, all of these mail-in ballots come in for Biden. And you want to tell me almost 99% of registered voters voted. But over half of those voters.
99% of the mail-in voters or votes were for just Joe Biden.
This does not make any
Are
sense.
you serious?
It doesn't. It don't make any sense.
And we're also coming into contact with people that said that they voted for Joe Biden and they now regret it
That's
because
right.
they see what's going on and they
Right.
don't like what they see. They said that they still have integrity and they just voted for Joe Biden because it was, that's the thing that they were taught to do. But they now regret it. But this here situation, it creates a bigger picture for people. I know that a lot of people are like, 2020, oh, I don't like 2020, the year 2020, but this have been the year of exposure.
Right.
It have been exposing a lot of underhanded things and tactics that have been used against we, the American people, especially like, how is it that every 2 years there's a virus coming from China?
Right.
Every 2 years or every election year, there's a new virus coming from China. Nobody wants to talk about that.
Right.
It have been the year of exposure. And a lot of these cricket politicians, we now understand why Maxine Waters stays in office and don't campaign. How she continue to get reelected. It would not surprise me if President Donald J. Trump didn't even have the most votes there in California.
That's right. Yeah. There's a lot of things going on, but I wanted to come to you all tonight. I know y'all got to get up and go to work in the morning, so I'm not going to keep you. I just wanted to come to you all, turn it off. When you
Yeah.
hear them talking about referring to Biden as the president when we're in the midst of a contested election, I will turn the TV off. I will turn from that channel. I will cut them off. That's all
And
I
say the
can do.
devil is a liar.
Because they are about to push the biggest disinformation campaign on the
Yep.
American people, and you have your own mind. You're gonna have to think for yourself. We are like in the midst of a psyops, a spiritual warfare, and you're
Yep.
gonna have to wake yourself up from it. It is an illusion on what you are seeing on some of these stations. They
Yep.
are lying because they're trying to convince you. You're gonna have to make the decision. That's all I can say.
And make sure that you donate to the Trump Fund.
Right. Do
We
you have
have
it
that
pinned
pinned
there?
here. Yep.
It's
We have it
pinned right here, you all, in the
Mm-hmm.
feed.
Mm-hmm.
Donate to Trump now, and go ahead if you donate to him right now, because they have lawyers, teams of lawyers dispatched in all of these.
Everywhere.
Yeah, that's right, to see what's going on, and a lot of things are being uncovered. And guess what? Some of the things that's being uncovered is going to be downplayed by the media.
Right.
You're gonna have to find other sources. Newsmax, OAN, America Voices, Diamond and Silk,
Yeah.
Brandon Tatum, he's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Other people that's out here, because our mainstream media, including Fox,
Yeah.
some of these people are not giving us the correct information.
There is it's a deliberate, as far as I'm concerned, it's a deliberate coup.
That's
It's
exactly
what it is. It's just another way to get rid of the president, because he's not like part of the good old boy syndrome. You know, he is here, clearly here. President Donald J. Trump is clearly here for we the American people.
And
And
anybody, I'm sorry, so go ahead.
no, you go ahead, girl.
Anybody that if you've gotten several ballots in the mail,
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be reported too. And if you go down our Facebook page, there's a space there where we tell you all. There's an email address, and there's also a phone number that you can call. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull the phone number up. Y'all go get
Okay.
your pencil right quick, because I keep seeing people on the feed that say, I got plenty of ballots in the mail. I got plenty. That needs to be reported, because the Democrats knew what they were doing.
They knew exactly what they were going to do.
And what they were going to create.
They
here.
knew they was going to create the chaos and the confusion, the misinformation. They knew that they wanted to do this here, because now what have to happen is we are now on the defense. We
Right.
have to now defend ourselves and defend our stance by showing proof of the corruption that they're doing. And here's the good thing, you all, it's obvious.
Right.
It is obvious. The Democrats actually OD'd on their fraud
Right.
by putting it. Go ahead.
I'm
I
sorry.
was just going to say by overplaying their hand. Did you get what you
I
needed?
did get it. Okay.
Okay.
So here's what I need you to do. If you look up your relative stuff, there's a dead relative voted in this election. If your vote hadn't been counted in this particular election, if a poll worker called you and asked you, did you vote, and would you like to vote? Like, that stuff is fraud, you all, and it needs to be reported. You're not in trouble. The system, the people that's doing this is in trouble. So here's where you need to report your case. Here's the phone number: 1-800-895-4152. That's 1-800-895-4152. And I can give you the website that you need to go ahead and report to. And I'm just going to throw it out there. HTTP DJT45.co/stop fraud.
Can
Okay.
you say that again?
HTTP.//DJT45.co/stop fraud.
Okay.
And the phone number is 800-895-4152. That's 1-800-895-4152. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Would those two dots be a colon? HTTP. You know how you do your HTTP first? What,
Just say www.
Yeah, say www.djt45.co/stop fraud. That's www.djt45.co/stop fraud. And the phone number is 800-895 4152. Okay, you all. So listen,
Okay, I
we got
see.
to do this together. We are in this together, and I don't want you all to become disencouraged as if we don't have a fight. We have our proof. Let's go to court and let's win all of these cases because this is rampant fraud. But the media is going to perpetuate that Jim Crow Joe Biden, who they keep claiming is the projected winner, won this fair and square, and it wasn't. This is
It's
all
so
lies.
disgusting. It is. It's just so disgusting.
It is.
I cannot believe that people would prefer to go along with the lie instead of the truth. They will prefer to stick with the lie instead of the truth. I'm putting that link here. Just give me 1 minute.
Thank you.
Okay?
And Linda said Eric Trump. Okay, well, we're gonna put it in the feed. You all, the link is gonna also be put in the feed. Report that stuff. It's very important because if you really want this rampant fraud to stop, you all, it's got to be reported. It's got to come to the light. And people can't be afraid of this here. Yeah, it's appalling to see how other people are acting, how they think that this is nothing. They're trying to make us think we're crazy. They're saying President Trump should concede. Absolutely not. Oh, no. This was taken right before our eyes.
Yeah, it
This
was
man
so.
was in the lead by hundreds of thousands of
Mhm.
votes. And you all want to tell me all of a sudden the 98% of the mail-in ballots that came in went for Jim Crow Joe Biden? That is a lie.
A straight lie, and the truth ain't nowhere near it or in it.
Thank you so much for pinning that, Silk. I appreciate it
I'm doing it right now. Yes, let
so
me
much.
get it and pin it
Hmm.
right now. Just bear with me 1 second so that everybody can get to it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pin that one right.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead and pin that.
There
Good
you
night, Patricia. Listen, I know you all have to go to work. So it's going to be pinned right here in the feed.
Mm-hmm.
And so listen, donate to the defense fund, President Trump's defense fund. If you need something, if you have to have a fraud case or if you need to report a case, it's going to be the link is going to be right there. And we want you to do your part. That's what you can do
You
right
know what? I think it should be called the Expose the Fraud Fund.
now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because you know why?
Why?
Because it's time for all of the fraud to be uprooted.
Right.
The tentacles that reaches so deep within our systems, it is time for all of that to be uprooted. And a lot of these 3 letters government systems
Hmm.
are full of a 4-letter word.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
they really
Yeah.
truly are. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, like you say, do that. And you all, thank you all for coming on with us. Even though we're unavailable to be seen, you
Yes.
can still hear our lovely voices because it's this, and you're probably going to get a lot of this from us because we got to keep you updated and informed as to what's going on in our country. Do not fall for the lie. Do not comply with the lie. Don't fall for the okie doke. And while they celebrate the lie, we got to continue to reveal the naked, nasty truth.
Right. So don't
Period.
forget, you're going to see disinformation, misinformation. They
Mhm.
want you to go along with the narrative. They want to try to appease you, make you accept this. I would say, hell no, you will not comply with the lie.
That's right.
Okay. All
That's right.
right, you all. We love you all. Good
We
night,
love you
everybody.
all.
Have a great time at work. Don't get into it with anybody. Let them celebrate, do whatever they need to do. Do not get into it with anybody. Do your job and go home. We
That's
love you
right.
all.
And then one more quick thing, while we're simmering down, don't forget to make sure you go to chattit.com, so that you can stay updated and informed with Diamond and Silk. There's a lot of censorship that's going on, and we cannot allow that to happen, not in this country, you all. So just make sure you go to chattit.com. That's chattit.com
All right.
and get signed up.
All
Okay?
right. That sounds good. So we was just coming to give y'all the 211. We call it the 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
We love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.